Kaveri Delta, the rice bowl of Tamil Nadu, encompasses the lower reaches of Kaveri River and covers central Tamil Nadu and east central Tamil Nadu. The boundaries of the region include Tanjavur, Tiruchirappalli, Pudukkottai and Thiruvarur districts. On November 16, 2018, Vedaranyam, the tip of the nose of peninsular India, stretching into the Bay of Bengal, was in the eye of a severe cyclonic storm, Gaja. Which made landfall and swirled through the fertile Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. The cyclone left the delta battered like no other in more than half a century. The cyclone, with high-velocity winds gusting up to 120 kilometers per hour, sheared trees, huts, tiled houses and every other structure in its path. Almost the entire delta spread over Nagapattinam, Thiruvarur and Tanjavur districts, considered the granary of the state, the neighbouring Pudukkottai and even interior Trichy and Dindigul districts staggered under its impact as the cyclone made its way to the Arabian Sea in Kerala. The electricity infrastructure comprising extra high-tension lines, towers, HT and LT poles, and HT and LT lines, distribution transformers, etc. crumbled. Around 3,32,000 poles uprooted, severing over 66 lakh service connections. (42 EHT towers, 32,100 kilometers of conductors and more than 1,655 distribution transformers have been extensively damaged. Due to damages in EHT and HT lines, more than 200 substations in the Delta districts went out of service. The extent of damages to the electricity network is much worse than the damages during cyclones such as Thane, Varda and Okhi. The total damages to TNEB are assessed to be around 2,380 crore rupees. As the damages were extensive, under instructions of the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, the Honorable Minister for Electricity, the Chairman cum Managing Director TANGEDCO, Principal Secretary, Energy Department, Joint Managing Director TANGEDCO, Managing Director TANTRANSCO, Director Transmission Projects, Director Distribution, and Director Generation camped in the affected districts to oversee the restoration activities. Based on previous experience, adequate materials like poles and conductors had been stocked in advance and manpower with vehicles kept on standby. However, as the magnitude of damage was so huge that it amounted to the virtual re-electrification of entire districts, officers and staff from all parts of Tamil Nadu were deputed to the affected Delta districts for carrying out restoration works round the clock. Around 15,000 workers from other districts, with the available 9,000 workers in the districts, were pressed into the restoration works. Also, around 2,000 workers from the neighbouring states of Andhra Pradesh, Kerala and Karnataka were engaged for the restoration works, and workers from NLC were engaged specifically for cutting uprooted trees. In addition to the materials on hand which had been stocked as a precautionary measure, materials from all parts of Tamil Nadu were diverted immediately for the restoration works. The Honourable Minister for Electricity camped in the affected districts and personally inspected the restoration works, motivating the hard-working staff and officers, and gave necessary instructions to carry out the restoration works on war footing. The Honourable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu personally inspected the restoration work and conducted review meetings on a regular basis and allocated necessary funds so that restoration works are on track without any setback. The Honourable Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu and Honourable Ministers of Tamil Nadu also inspected the restoration works and gave guidance for early restoration. His Excellency, Governor of Tamil Nadu, also inspected the affected districts and gave necessary instructions. Restoration works in the affected Delta districts was not easy, as it was spread over a large area of around 25,000 square kilometers. Works were carried out round the clock, day and night, on war footing, without any laxity. Even in rain. Due to the tireless efforts of the officers and staff of TNEB, all the substations were put back into service one by one after attending to breakdown works in the transmission and high-tension lines. At the first instant, supply was restored to essential services such as general hospitals, collectorate, etc. within a day. On priority, supply in corporation area was restored within 3 days. The devoted hard work of TNEB staff ensured restoration in majority of the municipalities and town panchayats within a week, and the supply to all domestic consumers were restored by 31st December 2018. Due to the committed and dedicated work of the TNEB staff, the Herculean task of electrifying the Delta districts from the damages of Gaja was possible within a short span of time.
உயிரை பணயம் வைத்து உழைத்த மின்வாரிய ஊழியர்களை தோளில் சுமந்து ஆரவாரம் செய்தனர் அப்பகுதி மக்கள். பட்டாசு வெடித்து மேளதாளங்கள் முழங்க, கைதட்டி மின்வாரிய ஊழியர்களுக்கு ஆரத்தி எடுத்து கிராம மக்கள் கொண்டாடினர்.